Hello everyone, this is our web design lesson 3. Before we start the lessons, to practice these lessons, to continue with these lessons, what do you need? If you're using the Windows computer or laptop, you need Notepad and any web browser. For example, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer. If you are using the Apple computer or laptop, you need a program called TextEdit, which is inbuilt in the computer. For example, Google Chrome or Safari. If you don't know how to find the Notepad or TextEdit, go back to the lesson 1, watch the video, then you'll find. Still, if you got an issue, you can send me the email or you can communicate with the Google Classroom. So what we are going to learn in the lesson 3, basically we are going to work in lesson 3 on HTML color. Using this color, we are going to set the background color, we are going to set the text color. We'll see how to change these colors using the two methods. One is using the color names, and the one is using the color codes. And then we'll find out how to give a border style, how to style a border, or how to use the border style. So basically we will do these 5 things. One is the background color, one is the text, another one is the text color. Then this background color and the text color will change using the two methods, color names and the hex code. That's the color codes. Okay, so same way last lesson what we did, same format. We're going to watch the video, we'll carry out all the exercise and we'll practice all the exercise. Then after completing those exercise and completing the watching the videos, then we will do one mini quiz and we'll complete the quiz. To complete the quiz, you need to go to the link I have provided here. This is the link. I'll put this link in the Google Classroom as well. So you go to this link, then you follow the instruction, you complete the quiz. Okay. So what is the HTML color? Using the HTML color option or method, we can set a color for our background. We can set color for our writing. Okay, that means we can set the color for background, the text, using this option. And there are 140 or more colors available which the browsers support. Browser means Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Safari, all the browsers, they can support almost 140 or more colors. And this color can be used using the two methods, more than two methods. We can use the RGB as well, but we are going to explain here. We'll work on two methods. One is the names, color names, and otherwise the color code. Okay, color names. So if we know one specific color name, we can use this color name, and then with the color names, for using this color name, we are going to set any color for our background, for our text. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Basically, when you're writing this code, we have to know the color name, or we're going to find out the color name, then we'll use this color name in our code. And there's another method which is called the color codes. Okay, I provided here one link. If you go to this link, you can see 140 colors and the name for this color. The difference between the color code and the names is this hash. If you see this hash, that means that's the code, that's the hex code for this color. Normally for the hex code, after this hash you will see the 6 digits. Now here is the pick any color. Here's all the colors available. Pick any color you choose. If you pick any color, on the right hand side you will get different option for this color. And if you're using the RGB, we are not going to use RGB here. This is the RGB. You can use the RGB as well, but we are going to use the two methods, names and the code only. And here is the code. You can see the hash sign and the 6-digit code, and this is the code for this color. So all the colors, you can see the color, then you can see the code. Using this method, you can use this code. Okay, that's how it works. So first of all, I'm going to open a file. Okay, this is the file I have just, is almost the same file in lesson 2 what you completed. But if you, for some reason, if you haven't completed, just type as it is, okay, then save it. How are you going to save it? File, save as, then you select the folder we have created in our first lesson, Array HTML. In that lesson, you're going to give a name, which is lesson3.html. This is the name we're going to use for this lesson, lesson3.html. Then save it. I already saved it, that's why it asks me, do you want to replace it? Of course I want to replace it. Yeah, I replaced it. Now I got my notepad, so notepad, all the code I needed before I start the practice. So I got all my code. Now one more thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open this file in the web browser as well. How are you going to do that? To do that, you're going to go to our Array HTML folder. Now in the Array HTML folder, you will see the lesson3.html. If you saved it properly, then this file will be there. You just select that file, then you right click, you select the open with option, then you select the web browser you want. Okay, in this case I'm going to select the Google Chrome. If I select it, the page is coming here. Now I want to make these two pages in side by side. I have shown you in two different lessons. One more time, you just hold and drag to the right until it becomes half. It becomes half now. Now from if it becomes half, what other window option is available is going to show you. In this case I need my web browser. Just select my web browser. Now I got the two different pages. One is my website, how it looks like, and this is my code. Okay, now I'm going to change, first of all I'm going to change my background color. Okay, to write the background, change the background color, here you need to remember one keyword, which is style. After the style, you need to give the equal sign, then you give the double space mark. Inside the space mark, now you're going to tell about the background code you're going to write. For example, we are going to change the background, so I'm going to tell this is a background. Sorry, my spelling. Background. Okay, then this is background color. When you are writing this background color, remember this color is color is spelling COLOR. It's not COLOUR. That's how you need to, this is American standard, COLOR. So you need to make sure that you type COLOR. If you type in COLOUR, it's not going to work. Okay, now okay, I got my style keyword. Then in the middle, I just write down the equal signs. Now this is my code for this style. Okay, this code got the two options. Any kind of style, it got two options. One is for name of that style. In this case, background color is name of the style, and the value is, I'm going to give the color name. So if you don't know the color name, you can go back to the website link I provided you, then you pick any color you want. For example, if I want this medium sea green color, which is I think a nice color, if you like this color, that's fine. If you don't like, or any other color is your preference, you can select. So I'm going to select this, right click, then I copy this, and I'm going to put it inside my code. Okay, that's done. Okay, then I just use the semicolon. Okay, so my code is started with the style keyword, and I give the equal sign. Then this is my coding section, which is inside the double space mark. Inside the space mark, I got the two things. One is the name, or that is name of that style, which is the background color. Then I use the colon to separate them. Then I use the value, which is the name of the color, in this case medium sea green. Then I finish my code using the semicolon. Okay, now if I want to check this, first of all I need to save it. File, save. I saved my file. Now I want to see whether it's working or not. I just go and click over here, refresh my page. I can see nice green color. In the next section, I'm going to change the background color for this section. That means I'm going to change the background for this. So for this example, I'm not going to use the name. I'll use the hex code, so that you can see the two different things, how the hex code can be used. Okay, so same way I'm going to write, I need to use the same code. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this line to save our time. So right click and copy this code, and I'm going to just right click and paste this code, and now I'm going to delete the name of the color. So for the background color, you just I think you must be now sure that for the background color, the value you're going to the name we're going to use is background color. Then we can give the value here. Okay, now if you want any of the hex code, you can come over here and you can find any of the hex code, any of the hex code you want. For example, if I want this hex code, I want my H1 background, this background to be like this. So I take this color, I select that color, I copy this, I go to my code, and after this background, I'm just going to paste it here. So I'm going to paste it here. Now I got, for this background color, for H1 background color, I got the value is this. So if I save it now, if I save my code, file, save, and I go back to my website and I refresh the page, and you can see my H1 background is changed now. So you got two example here. First example is using the color name, and in the second example, which is this one, in the second example I have used the hex code. Okay, so it's easy. So if we want to change, for example, we want this background to be changed as well, we can do same way. It's your options. If you can select whether you like the color name or the background, is totally up to you. Whatever you feel free, whatever is like best for you, just use that. Okay, normally I prefer to use the hex code because I can I'm not very good at remembering all these names. I just go to the website and find the colors I need and I use that. Okay, same way, if you want any colors, you just select code, select the color, then come down here and find out the code you need. Okay, for example, if I go and come over here and want to change this background, absolutely fine, I can do that. I can just copy this line of code, quickly copy this, and I just paste inside here. And if I want to give a name, is fine. If I don't want to give, or if I want to use the hex code from, for example, this hex code, I select this code, I come down here and I paste it. Okay, paste it, then I save my code. Okay, save my code, I come back to my website and refresh it. If I refresh it now, so my background color for the H2 tag is changed, and my H3 tag is here. Is not, I haven't done anything, but if I want to change the background for my H3, I can change as well. So like this, you can change your background for your full website body or a specific section. You can do that. Now we have changed the background color, that's fine. Now if I want to change my writing text color, for example, this all black color at this moment, all of them is black color. But if I want to change a specific text, for example, this computer science writing, I want a different color, only the writing, I don't want this background to be changed. If I want my H3 writing to be changed, how am I going to do that? Is the same option. We are going to write style equals, then double space mark. This time we are not going to write the background color, we are just going to write color, color. If you write the background color, it will be act as a background color. Then color is attribute, so then we give the colon. Now you're going to write down the color name, whatever color you want to pick. If you want this writing to be white color, you can say white here. If you want to say red color, you can say red. Anything you want, you just pick the color name. Then you just pick the color name from here. There are 140 standard colors available. You just pick the name. Okay, let's see the fire brick. How does this look? Okay, now if I go over here and give this color name to my H3 section, I save this file, save, then I go back to my website tab and I'm going to refresh it. Now my text color is changed. Yeah, my text color is changed. So same way, if you want to change this, you can use the same style, this style, the same code, this line. Just you need to change the name of the color, and you can use the hex code for this color, text color as well. For example, I'm going to copy this. Okay, copy this. Now this time I'm not going to use the color name, I'm going to use the hex code. So if I'm going to use the hex code, and go back to the website, color picker website. So any of the color, any of the writing I'd like, for example, if I write this, I'm going to take this hex code, I copy this hex code, I come back to my code, and then I just save my coding now. So remember, after coding finish, you just need to give the semicolon. Then I save it. Now I go back to my website. I refresh it. You can see my text writing is changed. So next option, I want to show you how to give a border. If you want to give a border, how are you going to do that? Okay, for this paragraph, I'm going to show you how to give a border. For example, I want this paragraph, all the writing in this paragraph, to be inside a border. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use the keyword style, then equal, then we are going to write the name of this style, which is called border. Then we separate this, and we are going to write now all the attributes we need. For example, we need the border, how many pixel this border. For example, we need 3 pixel. 3 pixel of the line thickness will be 3 pixel, and we want this to be solid, and we want the color, any color you want. For example, I want the red color. Okay, then I finish my style coding, and I just save this. If I save it and refresh it, let's see if any, yeah, we got a nice border here. Okay, we got a nice border, and this text is now inside a border. Okay, if we want this to be a little bit bigger, you can say 5 pixel. You can do that. You can save it. Now see what's the difference, what's going to happen. If this is now 3 pixel, I change it to 5 pixel. Now how it's going to look like, yeah, this is more thicker. Yeah, that's how it works. Now instead of solid, you can see, you can use this as -shed, then save it, file, save, and refresh it. Now you can see your border style is different. Now. Okay, so you can use the solid, you can use the dashed, and you can change the color. If you want to change the color here, you can change. If you want, you can use the hex code for this color name as well. Okay, that's how you give a border. Okay, I will stick on solid. I think solid looks much better than the dashed. Okay, save it and refresh it. We have done the 3 really good work. Now these things is important to practice all the time. Make sure that you practice this, and if you cannot sure how the code look like, I'm going to make this one bigger. So you pause it, you type, you can see all the coding section. Now you can type all the code you need it, then you save it, then you go back to the web browser. This is our web browser. In the web browser, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can see this code would look like this. Now I want you to take the screenshot, then save it and upload in the Google Classroom. Now if you have finished watching the video and the task 1 is completed, now you're going to go to this link. If you go to this link, you'll get this page. Now here you're going to enter your room name. Okay, few of you is still like find it difficulty to get your class room name. Your room name I have given in the Google Classroom for the lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3 also. I'm going to give the room name. It's the same room name. It's the same room. You enter your room name, for example 8xcs3. You enter your room name, you click on join. If you click on join, then it's going to ask for your name. You enter your name, When you enter your name, then you click on done. It will take you to the quiz section. You complete the quiz section, and then it will give you the score. Until you get 80% or above, you're going to practice this quiz. Okay.